What's up, everyone? Sean Count Blagreth here today with an album review, this time of the 2011 Metal Blade Records release of Unearth, Darkness in the Light. If you're not familiar with Unearth, they are a five-piece metalcore band hailing from Massachusetts. They are very well known in the metalcore community and in the metal community as extremely talented musicians with lots of use of solos and just some of the most punishing breakdowns you will hear in metalcore. With Darkness in the Light, they have really expanded upon the sound that they had on the March and past albums, really, and just made it more melodic. This album is a very melodic album. It's not as punishing as The March, or Three in the Eyes of Fire, or even The Oncoming Storm. This has some extremely punishing moments, but this is really based in the melody. There's just a lot of stuff going on with the guitars especially, and I'm going to talk a bit about each instrument. Guitar-wise, this album is very melodic, as I stated. The riffs are really catchy, and the melodies are really catchy. And the breakdowns are even catchier when they happen. Like, one breakdown that really stands out to me is the very first one on this album in the song Watch It Burn. It comes out of nowhere and just hits you as hard as they can. And once when you think it's over, it's not. It just builds into a more clean section full of melody and just, it's almost beautiful. Some of the guitar work on here is just beautiful. And then it just goes into some ugly chords with a just nasty breakdown. And this album pretty much follows that suit, only it's not as just plain cut as that. There's even some songs that don't really have breakdowns and just rely on the melody to carry the song. And I must say this about the guitars, the heaviness is there and the melody is there. It's a perfect, beautiful balance of just brutality and melody. And that's really hard to find in a lot of metalcore bands, and really in any style of core, to find a good blend of that. The guitar is mixed perfectly, nothing's too loud in the mix. It's got a really clean, very distinctive sound to it. You know it's Unearth when you hear the guitar. Bass-wise, everything's audible. Everything on it is just well played, well mixed. Nothing fancy on bass, just really keeps it together, keeps it full sounding, has a warm tone to it. Just overall really good. Drums, the drummer from Unearth is very unique in his style, where a lot of drummers base their stuff in a lot of blast beats followed by standard boring breakdown. This guy really mixes it up. He doesn't really blast very often, although when he does, it's very precise and fast. His style seems to be more based in the old school hardcore and kind of rock sound, which is very good. It fits the style perfectly, and I absolutely love it. Drums do not sound triggered. The snare has a perfect sound to it. It's got lots of pop and punch to it. It's nothing clicky, and the same goes for the kick drum. The kick drum has more punch and oomph behind it than click, which I hate a clicky kick drum. Vocal-wise, this is just an awesome job by Trevor, and pretty much his standard stuff being done, like what you know Unearth for vocal-wise, he keeps doing, and he's just gotten better and more powerful over the years, and he just seems to have gotten a lot more power in his voice on this album. And lyrically, really good stuff, and I must say, I believe it is Ken that does the clean vocals on this. I'm not entirely sure, because I know he did on Endless. The clean vocals on here are absolutely amazing. they're going to be something that you either love or hate, and I think these are really good. They're very fitting for the melodic moments on this album, and they're just not annoying. And one more thing I have to say these guys are really cool dudes. I met them, and they're the best band I have seen live. So if you get the chance to see Unearth, go do it, and if you can meet them, do it. They're all really nice, awesome dudes. Overall, I'm going to have to give this album a very solid 9 out of 10. This is definitely going to be in my top 3 of 2011. This is just a mind-blowing release, and you should really give this album a shot. So, 9 out of 10. Thank you for watching. To my subscribers, thank you for subscribing, and as always, keep it metal.